everyone, how you doing today? My name's Eric. As always, I want to thank you for taking a second and checking out my video today. On this episode of Smo'King, I'm going to show you how to make chili bourbon meatballs. Now, I got this recipe off of Evan Williams' Facebook page, and this is like my inexpensive whiskey bourbon that I enjoy drinking. For the price, you can't beat it. And this recipe is not intended to be an entree or the main dish. This is basically an appetizer. So this is if, you have people over for maybe a barbecue, or you're watching a football game, a basketball game, some kind of playoffs, and you want to have some kind of munchables out on the table, bag of chips, the vegetable tray with the carrots and celery and the ranch dip. But for the meat lovers, they're going to love these meatballs. Now, you can go through the trouble of making your own meatballs. There's a lot of recipes out there. I'm doing this recipe super simplistic and super easy. So anyone with a slow cooker can go buy a few ingredients and put this all together. So most of the stores, you go to Costco, Sam's Club, even your local grocery stores, you go to the grocery freezer, and you can find already pre-made and packaged meatballs. These right here I got from Stater Brothers. That's a local market here in Southern California. And these are intended as appetizer meatballs because they're only ½ ounce in size. You can see here, you stick a toothpick in them, and they're absolutely delicious. But we're going to kind of make our own glaze, and when I saw this recipe on their Facebook page, I was really intrigued. We're, of course, going to add a little bit of Evan Williams Bourbon whiskey. We're going to add a little bit of hot sauce. I prefer sriracha. We're going to add some chili sauce, and one ingredient which seemed to really stir up the comments on their page was grape jelly. But I guess the whole concept is you want to have kind of a mixture of the spicy and the sweet. So a lot of people said, grape jelly, I don't know, that doesn't sound very good. But then other people who already tried the recipe said, hey, you know what? Keep an open mind, try it, you'll be impressed. I've never tried this recipe, but you know what? I saw it, I was reading the comments, I thought, you know what? I haven't done too many appetizer type videos, so I thought that's what I'd bring for you today. So stick around, I'm going to show you how to make this dish step by step. Let's get cooking. Alright, so here are all the ingredients. The best part about this recipe, like most slow cooker recipes, is you throw everything in and you pretty much let the slow cooker do its work. Now these pre-packaged meatballs that you buy, they're always fully cooked, but of course they're frozen solid, so you want to heat them up to temperature. The recipe calls for you to lay them on a single file and heat them up in your oven for around 20 to 25 minutes. But since we're going to be heating this in the slow cooker for a while, you don't necessarily have to go that long. I'm going to mix the sauce together and let that simmer in my slow cooker for around 10 minutes, and that's going to be around the same amount of time that I'm going to have these just kind of crisp up and warm up a little bit in the oven while this sauce kind of comes together. Okay? So get your slow cooker, turn it on high, okay? And we're going to add, first things, 2 tablespoons of bourbon whiskey. I am, of course, using the Evan Williams because it's their recipe. And if you're worried about the alcohol, it's going to burn out as we go. Now we have 1 full cup of grape jelly. I know that sounds like a lot, but it's going to kind of incorporate into the sauce. So I kind of measured it. It's around ½ a jar of the jelly. If you kind of want to know roughly what a cup is. Okay, now it calls for 2 cups of chili sauce. And I bought this pre-packaged chili sauce, also from Stater Brothers. And this is actually 14 ounces, 2 cups is 16. So I'm a couple ounces short. I didn't want to buy a whole nother bottle just for that extra 2 ounces. I think I'll be fine. So we're going to put a whole bottle of this chili sauce in. And like ketchup, that might be easier said than done. Okay, here we go. Alright. That's going to give it this little heat. Now, if you don't want any hot sauce, don't put any hot sauce in it. But I like a little bit of heat. So what I'm going to put in It calls for half a teaspoon. I'm using sriracha. And half a teaspoon, sprayed on me a little bit. Half a teaspoon isn't much. I'm just gonna do just like that. You know, be conservative because you can always add more down the line if you think it's not spicy enough. Okay, so I got it on high. We're gonna stir this all together, kind of incorporate all the ingredients. And now we're just gonna wait until this kind of comes up to a little simmer. It should take 10-15 minutes. And that's the same amount of time I'm going to heat up my meatballs. I already turned on my oven to 350. It's already up to temperature. So that's it. I'm going to throw this in. Throw this in the stove, and we'll be back in a little bit when we're ready to throw it into the slow cooker and incorporate all those flavors. See you guys in a little bit. Alright, since I got 10 minutes to spare, time to have a tasty IPA from 21st Amendment Brewery, 6.8% alcohol. That's supposed to be Benjamin Franklin. You can see his kite here. And I guess he's laying in a... First I thought it was ivy, but it's a bunch of hops. I've had a couple of their beers. They kind of feature all the presidents. They had one with Lincoln. Can't remember who else they had one with. Lincoln, I think George Washington. But they're pretty good. So this one I picked up a 6-pack. Where are they out of? San Bernardino, California. I have no idea where that is, but must be relatively close since I'm in California as well. Oh, I can already smell a lot of hops. Maybe that's why the package in the can is full of hops. Oh, I could smell it. It's strong. Okay. As always, guys, I appreciate watching my video. Thank you. Cheers. Very hoppy. That's all I smell. Very strong hop presence. Again, thank you. Cheers. Wow. Yeah, it's hoppy. It's my first beer of the day, so this is one of those beers where you need a couple sips to kind of get your system used to it. It's very hoppy, and it's got a little bit of a bitter aftertaste. But once you get through that, now it's starting to taste a little less bitter. There's a little bit of fruit presence in the background. It's definitely got flavor, I'll tell you that. Like I said, if you don't like a strong hoppy beer, hoppy IPA, then don't do this one. Don't try this. But if you like a kind of hoppy IPA, this might be right up your alley. I mean, it's good. Might be just a little bit too hoppy for me. It's like kind of right there on the edge. Maybe after drinking the first one, going on the second one, I might change my mind. It's good. I mean, it's a quality beer. You can taste it. Okay, so this is starting to warm up. Like I said, 10 minutes. We're just gonna, I'll go 15 minutes on the meatballs, 15 minutes on this. We just want to stir this sauce up, get everything incorporated, that grape jelly to kind of liquefy a little bit with the chili sauce and kind of all come together. So I might let this go all the way up to a half hour just till I see it simmering a little bit. And then probably around 10 minutes, I'll probably just turn the oven off and leave the meatballs in there just to kind of keep them warm. And then, yeah, we're going to pour them in here and stir. I mean, how easy is that? I'm here all by myself. The family's out, but they're going to be back in a little bit. And we'll all try these on camera, see what we think. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy my beer. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Cheers. All right, it's been around 20 minutes. Let's see. I turned the oven off. Just the meatballs are in there. And it's starting to simmer in the corner, but you can still see some of that grape jelly. Let me stir this real good. I think I'm just going to throw the meatballs on, keep it on high, and once it starts, looks like it's actually cooking a little bit, we'll kick it to low. And then, like, you know, if you have guests over, you can keep them right in the slow cooker if you want. You know, just put it, a lot of the newer ones have, you know, the buffet setting or the keep warm. Okay, this is getting better. Most of the grape jelly is kind of broken up a little bit. There's still some chunks, but you know what? It just has to heat up a little bit more. All right, so I just put the meatballs in very gently here. We're just going to coat them with the sauce. Be gentle. Kind of mix it around a little bit. Try to get every one of those meatballs with some of that sauce on there. We kind of want that to simmer now up to temperature again. But look how easy that is. You know, a couple ingredients. I could smell it. It's kind of got this spicy sweet scent to it, definitely. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to now, I'm going to keep it on high for probably another, we're probably not going to eat these for another hour and a half. So I'm going to keep it on high for 10 minutes. I just want it bubbling, and then I'll kick it down on low. And you keep it on low, you know, for several hours and serve it when ready. We'll be back in a little bit. All right, it's been simmering for around a half hour. Ooh, let me back up. Don't want to steam up the lens here. Oh, it looks good. There we go. I have to confess, I tried a few and I really like the sauce. It's really good. Debating about whether to add a little bit more sriracha, but I don't want it to be too spicy for my son. So there we go. It's been on low. I'll keep it on low. We'll sample it in just a second. All right, welcome back. I'm here with my family, my wife Monica, my son Kyle.
Hi guys.
I piled some out on the plate. I know you don't like things hot. They've been sitting there for around 5 or 6 minutes.
Well, that's perfect,
I don't think
right?
it's that hot anymore.
These smell really good.
Well, thanks for taking my fork, Kyle.
Welcome. Anytime. This smells like a Super Bowl party.
I have tried a few already, and I do have to say I like the sauce. It's not too spicy. Well, I gotta tell people how I like it. I think I would put a little bit more hot sauce. I don't like Frank's. I like sriracha.
Sriracha would be good though.
No hot sauce.
I think a little bit more. You could drizzle a little more on top, couldn't you?
It's pretty good. I like the flavor. It's not too sweet either.
No, that's the thing. I don't like things overly sweet.
But they're sweet enough for a good little party.
Yeah, these are good like little appetizers.
Like I wouldn't put this on rice or pasta, but this is delicious for a little
Do you have
party
it on
side.
a tray with little toothpicks in it?
Yeah. Now personally I would put more sriracha, but
No.
I wouldn't do it because of your case.
It's just a little. It's got a little bit of zip. And look, I put some sauce on the bottom here, Kyle, so you can dip. I do like it. It is good. As always, guys, I want to thank you for watching my video. If you like it, hit the like button. Please consider subscribing, and I'll leave a link above to my website, ericsmokingbbq.com. We'll see you next time.
What the heck are you doing over here?
Well, some
Bye, guys.
sauce dripped.
Oh, I want more. This is
Don't
good.
even say bye.
I said bye.
You wanna talk about
Bye.
Bye, guys. We'll see you next time.
This is good.